In this lesson, we are going to learn how to multiply fractions. So we're going to multiply mixed fraction and then proper fraction, no? And then mixed fraction to mixed fraction, improper to proper fraction. So let's start. Let us have first the rules. Number 1, in multiplying fraction, you have to multiply first the numerators and then multiply the denominators, and then after that, you simplify the fraction if needed. For example, let us have 3/4 times 1/8. Okay, so let us first multiply the numerators. 3 times 1 is 3 over 4 times 8 is 32. So, nagawa na natin yung first, which is multiply the numerators. And then, nagawa na rin natin yung second, which is multiply the denominators. And then, third is to simplify the fraction if needed. So, since simplified na siya, ito na ang ating final answer. Next, let us have 5/4 times 2/3. So, we have 5 times 2 is 10. 4 times 3 is 12. Okay, so hindi pa siya simplified. So, we're going to have the simplest form of this by dividing 2. Since 10 is divisible by 2 and 12 is also divisible by 2. So, we have divided by 2 over 2, which is equal to 10 divided by 2 is 5. And then 12 divided by 2 is 6. So, therefore, the final answer is 5 over 6. Now, there is another way of doing this. No, pag ganito yung problem. So, maghahanap ka lang ng number, no, yung numerator and then denominator na parehas may divisible. No? For example, itong 2, which is numerator nitong kabila, and then 4, no, which is the denominator of the first fraction. So, ang kanilang divisibility ay 2, no? So, it's divisible by 2. So, you can divide this by 2. 2 divided by 2 is 1. 4 divided by 2 is 2. Now, magiging 1 na lang to, tsaka ito 2. So, you're going to multiply 5 times 1, 5. Then, 2 times 3 is equal to 6. So, parehas lang yung magiging sagot, tas mas madali pa siya. Let us have next problem. Okay, so you can do the first, the first method na ginawa natin kanina, and then you can also do the second one, no? Kung saan kayo mas nadadalian. So yung first method natin is to multiply the numerator to numerator, which is 5 times 2 is equal to 10, and then 6 times 5 is equal to 30, and divide, no, by 10 over 10, and then you'll get 1/3. Okay, so pwede rin naman yung sinasabi natin kanina, 5 divided by 5 is 1. 5 divided by 5 is 1. So, ito yung parehas siya. Then, dito, you can have, no, 2. Kasi parehas silang divisible by 2. So, you have 2 divided by 2 is 1. Then, 6 divided by 2 is 3. So, you have 1 times 1 is 1. Then, 3 times 1 is 3. So, medyo mas madali siya. Okay? Next, 1 times 3 is 3 over 3 times 4 is 12. Okay, and then you divide both sides, the numerator and denominator rather, by 3. Now, so you're going to have 1/4. Okay? So, pwede rin namang 3 divided by 3 is 1. 3 divided by 3 is 1. Kasi kung mapapansin nyo, parehas 3. So, meaning, para silang divisible by 3. So, 1 times 1 is 1. 1 times 4 is 4. Next, we have here, no, whole number and proper fraction. No? So, alam natin na lahat ng whole number ay meron siyang denominator na 1. So you can multiply this. 3 times 3 is 9. 6 times 1 is 6. No? Or 3 over 2. Okay? Or you can have this, no, some mixed fraction, which is 1 and 1/2. That is by dividing the numerator by the denominator, which is 3 divided by 2 is 1. 1 times 2 is 2. And then, subtract 3 minus 2 is 1. So, ito yung magiging whole number, then numerator, and then denominator. So, ito yung magiging sagot natin. 1 and 1/2. If you want to convert this into mixed fraction. Okay? Now, another is to have the divisibility of 3 and 6, which is 3. 3 divided by 3 is 1. No? 6 divided by 3 is 2. So, pwede ng 3 times 1 is 3. 2 times 1 is 2. So, parehas lang. Okay, another whole number, we have 5 over 1. So, 5 times 3 is 15 over 1 times 4 is 4. So, therefore, you have 15 over 4, or now you can divide this by 4, yung 15. No? So, you have 15 divided by 4 is 3. Then, 3 times 4 is 12. And then, subtract. 15 minus 12 is 3. So, therefore, this is your whole number, numerator, and then denominator. So, you have 3 and 3/4. Okay, next, another, no, this is mixed fraction. So you can convert this into improper fraction first before you multiply para mas madali. So you have 6 times 3. Paano gagawin yun? Multiply muna, no? 6 times 3 and then you add, no, after you multiply. So 6 times 3 is 18, no? Plus 5 is 23. And then, kokopyahin mo lang yung denominator na 6. And then, times 2/5. Okay, so therefore, meron ka ng 23 over 6 times 2/5. So, pwede ka na mag-multiply. You can do the method na tinuro natin, yung pangalawa, which is 2 divided by 2 is 1, kasi para silang divisible by 2. Then, 6 divided by 2 is 3. So, you can have 23 times 1, 23. And then 3 times 5 is 15. Okay, so you can have also the, what to call this, the mixed fraction of this. No? Pero pwede rin naman ito na yung sagot. Okay, and then another, 3 times 2, 6, plus 1, 7. Then copy the denominator, times 5 times 4, 20, plus 3. That is 23 over 4. Okay, and then multiply, no? So you're going to have 7 times 23, that is equal to 161 over 3 times 4 is 12, or 13 and 5 over 12.